What is up, Gemini? How are you guys doing? It is time for your December 2024 main monthly reading. December 2024, man, dude. Where'd 2024 go? Anybody see it? I didn't. Anyway, for those of you who would like a personal reading, all of the information is in the description. And also, for those of you who are catching this video in the month of November, all November long, I am running my Black Friday special. My Black Friday special is $100 off Zoom call readings. I have two different options for Zoom calls, 30-minute and 60-minute. And the discount has already been applied on my website. Until the last day of November, my Zoom calls are $100 off. But all of the information for all of the readings that I have to offer is all in the description of this video. Okay? All right, y'all. Let's start this off with the person that you're interested in. Let's see if anything is happening in Gemini with their love interest. That happened quick there. Three of Pentacles. Some of y'all could be interested in somebody at the workplace, possibly. Two more shuffles. Not a big fan of this deck. Got this new deck, and I don't like the material the cards are made out of. So bear with me here. I'm trying to break it in. Hopefully after I shuffle it enough, it'll get easier to work with, but okay. Uh-oh, we got that karmic wheel reverse there. So you and this individual absolutely have karma from a previous lifetime. Absolutely. Ooh, you know what I'm thinking here? It's kind of looking like something's about to happen between the two of you. But you're going to be thinking that this is going somewhere because it looks like a love offer is being made or something's happening. I think y'all are coming together, and it very, very briefly looks like y'all are about to really have a relationship. Something's really about to start moving forward between the two of you. But it's a really start quick, end quick type of situation. And I'm feeling like you're ending up disappointed because this person has their options open. They probably have a DM full of other people. So I'm kind of feeling like you're going to end up disappointed with this right here. Yeah, see, Knight of Cups reverse, Knight of Wands in the upright. Yeah. Start quick, end quick type of situation here, man. Some of y'all are interested in a Scorpio. Who else do I got here? I have Taurus, Scorpio, and Taurus. That's it. All right, well, let's see how this person feels about you then. How this person feel about Gemini, universe. How do they see you? How do they feel about you? Whoa. Okay, this deck just fell apart. Hang on, I got to grab a different deck. This one is clearly getting an attitude with me. So I'm going to put this down. Maybe it'll cooperate in a minute. How about this one? All right, how's this person feel about Gemini? King of Swords, man. King of Swords. Y'all know the King of Swords, right? The King of Swords is arguably the most emotionally detached man in the entire tarot. Some say it's a tie between the King of Swords and the King of Pentacles, but I think the King of Swords is even more detached than the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is very emotional. You know, he's just very practical. King of Swords, though, man, look at him. Look at that look in his eye, man. He gives no fucks. Not one. He has no fucks to give. He doesn't even have negative fucks to give. King of Cups reversed. Yeah, man. Devil card. It looks like this person's mainly interested in a sex-based connection. I ain't gonna lie, man. This looks like a sex-based connection to me. King of Cups reversed. King of Swords. Devil card. Come on now. You don't have to be a tarot reader to understand what that means. Come on now. Yeah. Two of Swords. This person doesn't know what they want. They don't know what they want. So usually when somebody doesn't know what they want, they either do one of two things. They either just go out and play around and just fuck anything that walks, or they isolate themselves and stay away from fucking everybody. There doesn't really seem to be much of an in-between for somebody that doesn't know what they want. All right, well, and of course, usually another thing that people have in common who are like this is they were seriously heartbroken in the past, right? All right, well, let's get the advice on this. Let's get the advice on this situation. Queen of Wands, man. Got to make sure you're standing on business, boo-boo. Got to make sure you're standing on business. So, okay, I'm going to put it to you like this. I'm going to give you the advice in the form of a question that I want you to ask yourself. How long should a situation be confusing? How long? How long should I have to wonder where I stand with somebody if this person really belongs in my life? How long? That's an open-ended question, man. It's going to be different for all of you. Some of y'all, shit, this shouldn't be confusing at all. Others of you will fucking go through the shit for 6 months to a year. But just ask yourself that question. If this person really belongs in my life, how long should it take before I'm no longer confused about where I stand with this person, where this situation's going? So take that information and do with it what you will. All right, now we're moving on to the current long-term relationship. Current long-term partner. If you're not in a long-term relationship, this is not for you. If you are in a long-term relationship and you're not really having problems, this is not for you. I know most of you have common sense and understand that, but trust me, there are people out there with no common sense. All right. What's happening between Gemini and the current long-term partner in December? Two of Swords. So, I really don't think you're making a decision as to what you're going to do here. The Death card, though. So this connection is slowly dwindling away, whether you realize it or not. Yep, whether you realize it or not, it's slowly dying. So, it doesn't really look like much is happening in December. Not really. But basically what's going on is that whatever issues that you all have been experiencing, whatever problems have been going on, that the pressure of that energy has been getting a little bit heavier and a little bit heavier and a little bit heavier and a little bit heavier. So the connection between the two of you is getting a little bit weaker and a little bit weaker and a little bit weaker and a little bit weaker. And December just looks pretty much like November, pretty much like October, pretty much like September, only a little bit heavier. And the connection's just a little bit weaker. I'm honestly thinking that the person that you're dealing with doesn't even realize how serious the problem is. Now, I don't know why. Have you just never told them how serious the problem is? Or do they just not care? I don't know. I don't know. But I don't think this is going to survive winter. I don't think so. It may not be coming to an end in September, but this does not look like it's going to sustain itself through the winter. Yeah. Some of you dealing with a Capricorn. I also have Scorpio and Cancer here. Got the whole, no, not the whole water element. I got Cancer and Scorpio. Okay. Got Aries hiding in there too. Some of you are too afraid to take that leap out into the unknown and start over and start new and start fresh. So you're just kind of hanging back, not knowing what to do, hoping that the situation will just work itself out somehow. All right, let's see how the current person feels about you. How's the current person feel about Gemini? Ace of Wands. They don't even realize how serious this problem is. Three of Pentacles. Their main focus is work and finance. That's mainly what they're worried about. That's mainly what they focus on. Work and finance. They don't even know how, they don't even realize this problem is serious. They don't even know. It's almost like they don't have a care in the world. Now here's the thing. I'm going to have to ask you why that is. Have you made your thoughts and your feelings abundantly clear to this person? Because I'm not going to lie, Gemini. I ain't going to lie, but I have this real strong feeling that there's a decent sized handful of you who have not. I'm not saying that's all of you, but I got a feeling there is a fairly decent sized handful of you who haven't even really expressed the full depth of your feelings and how serious this problem is. So if that resonates with you, y'all might need to have a conversation. But I know that there is a fairly decent handful of you who have made your feelings, your thoughts, you know, how you're feeling, your concerns, your frustrations, very abundantly clear and known. So it just kind of depends on which situation falls under your story. So, yeah. They don't even realize they're this close to losing you. They don't even realize that. They don't even realize that. They have no clue. Okay, well, let's get the advice on this. What is the advice? Lover's card reversed. Okay, so I'm going to have to divide you all up into groups. There's just no way around that. So for those of you who fit into group A that I just talked about, you haven't really fully expressed the depths of how you feel. You haven't really let this person know that you got one foot out the door. That you don't want to be continuing a connection like this. Y'all need to have a conversation. Y'all need to have a for real come to Jesus conversation. Okay? I mean, that's because, I mean, regardless if you do or you don't, you all won't be together next year this time if this energy keeps itself up. Because right now, your all's foundation is basically being held together by secrets and, well, deception, basically. I mean, if you really feel that way and you haven't told the person that you feel that way, after a certain point, that becomes deception. So now for those of you who have, like we done had this talk, I've told them 1,000 times, I ain't going to keep doing this. Well, at some point, you got to stand on business. At some point. Because if you say something like that and you don't back it up, then they're just going to start thinking that you're just all talk. Oh, yeah. You've been saying that for the last 2 years now. Yeah. You ain't gone nowhere. Whatever. At some point, you're going to have to stand on business, boo-boo. At some point, maybe take a break. Now, I'm not a big fan of that. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of that. But, this would be a scenario in which, they need to see that, oh shit, there are consequences. There really are. Shit, you ain't playing. If you can take a break from me and go live in a hotel for a week and be cool with it, well, maybe you might leave. Holy fuck. They need to know that you're serious. Okay? Okay. All right. Past person. Person from the past. Anything happening in December between Gemini and the person from the past. Communication, reconciliation attempt. Let's see. What's happening in the past? Happening in December between Gemini and the person from the past. We got the High Priestess reversed there. Some of you dealt with a Cancer, possibly. Ooh, this person's watching you like a hawk. They watching you like a hawk, and you know that too, don't you? Well, you very strongly suspect that they're keeping an eye on you. But you don't know if you're just making it up in your head. You highly suspect that this person's going to come back any day. But then every day that passes and they don't come back, you're wondering, am I just making this up in my head? Am I just imagining this? Well, the short answer to that would be no, you're not imagining it. I do think this person is contemplating it with the Two of Wands here. Two of Wands, Eight of Cups reversed, that is contemplating making a return. There might be a very brief reconnection between the two of you with the Knight of Wands, Empress reversed. Very brief reconnection, but it doesn't really look like it's going to go much of anywhere. This honestly looks like an accidental type thing too. It doesn't look like one or the other of you reaching out. This kind of feels like that energy where you accidentally bump into somebody out in public or something like that, you know? I mean, I guess they could show up in your inbox, but... Okay, we got the Emperor and the Empress both reversed. Let's see how they feel about you. How's the person from the past feel about Gemini? How's the past person feel about Gemini? Man, Lover's card, they still feel a real strong connection with you. They still feel a super intense connection with you. Ten of Cups. Feels to me like they want to be with you. What it feels like to me. So right now they're just in a desperate attempt to try to find somebody new to get you off their mind. But when it all comes down to it at the deepest level, I think they would rather be with you though. Now, they still feel a real strong karmic tie, but they're also playing the victim too. With whatever it was that happened between the two of you, they still feel like the victim. So anytime your name gets brought up in conversation or this person gets to talking about your all situation, they always spin it like they're the victim who was done wrong. Were they? I don't know. But they're still stuck on that regardless. Okay. They want to just get over this, though. They wish they could flip a switch and just turn their fucking feelings off. Okay, let's see. What's the advice? Like I said, I'm thinking there's going to be a brief reconnection between the two of you. Very brief. Feels like it's going to be an on and off type connection. What's the advice? Ooh, Ace of Swords reversed. Okay, well, don't overthink this situation. Don't drive yourself nuts trying to figure out what to say to this person. Don't rack your brain trying to figure out what to do and how to handle this situation, because at the end of the day, you shouldn't have to figure all that out. The two of you should be able to come together and vibe naturally and organically, right? If you're somebody that belongs in my life, I'm not going to need to rack my brain, nervousness, anxiety, freaking out, trying to figure out what to say to you, what not to say to you. I hope I don't do the wrong thing. I hope I don't say the wrong thing. What should I do? What should I say? How should I say it? How should I do it? No. Just be you 100%. And like I said, I don't think this person, the reason that I say that is not just because, because it's a practical matter, but I just don't think this person's planning on opening up and letting you know how they feel no matter what. No matter what, even though they do have they still feel a really intense connection with you, they still don't plan on telling you how they feel. Probably because they're insecure. And in their mind, if you know how they feel, that's going to make them feel like they're this tall. They want to feel like the one who's in control. And if you knew how they really felt, in their mind, you would see yourself as above them. So they're not even planning on opening up to you anyways. So, you end up reconnecting with this person if the universe takes them out of your life again for a second time. Trust that is the universe doing what is supposed to happen. Okay, how many times does somebody have to be pulled away from me before I trust that that's what the universe wants? How many times? How many times is somebody going to come in and out of my life before I realize that maybe the universe doesn't want this person in my life? And that's why every time I try to bring them into my life, they end up leaving again. Take that information and do with it what you will. All right? All right, y'all. I feel like those were the messages that my Gemini family needed to hear. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Thanks again for tuning in and playing along. So remember, for those of you who didn't catch the memo, all November long, I am running my Black Friday special. And that is $100 off the Zoom call readings. I have two different options, 30-minute and a 1-hour Zoom call. The discount has already been applied on my website. They will be $100 off for the remainder of November. But all of the information for all of the other readings that I have to offer is down there in the description. Don't forget to check it out if you need a personal reading. All right, I'm out of here now, y'all. I wish you love, luck, light, and prosperity on your journey.